The recording is on, and now let me take you through the secrets of the law of attraction. This particular law, if you understand in totality, you will have to understand how the human mind works and what are the two major components of the human mind which commonly a man uses, So we will just go deeper into this using
no, first of all, could you tell me what this law of attraction is?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Law of attraction essentially says that the thoughts which you are holding onto in your mind, they get converted into physical reality outside, today or tomorrow. So what it essentially means is, whatever is my predominant mental attitude, based on that attitude, my real world of circumstances, situations gets created around me. So the world outside is actually coming from within me. The world outside is getting attracted based on the thoughts which I am holding in my mind. That is what it is talking about. Okay.
It means our thoughts attract reaction from the world in such a way that our thoughts become reality in physical practice.
Yes. Supposing, say, you have a desire to do, say, for instance, you're a young man and you want to do engineering. And you hold a strong desire for holding engineering. It is a burning desire.
Yes.
And that burning desire will get passed on to your parents, will get passed on to your friends, will get passed on to the school authorities, your school teacher, and they will know that this is what you want to become in life. This is what you have decided for yourself. And based around that, then you will approach your parents saying, I want to be an engineer. This is where I would like to study. This is the exams I would like to give. This is what the fees would be like. So then a chain of events will start from there. And eventually you will give the exam. Eventually you will get the desired marks. Eventually you will land up in the proper institute. Eventually you will spend 4 years there, 5 years there doing the course. Eventually you will graduate out as an engineer. And then further, you will get job as an engineer, or you will start doing business using that degree of engineering. So the point is, everything which happens in our life is actually cause and effect. Now, this cause and effect which happens in our life, the cause comes from the thoughts. Yes. Thoughts are the seeds. And when I plant a thought in my mind, then I am actually planting a seed in my mind. And that thought will slowly get nurtured, will get cultivated, will grow into a sapling, will grow into a plant, then will have flowers, will have fruits, and will create further seeds. So it will take my life in a particular direction, and it will keep on planting more seeds in that direction. And my life eventually will flower in that direction. I will start achieving my goals in life. I will start having the right kind of situations. I will start having the right kind of organizations to work for. I will start having the right kind of money earning, right kind of reputation in the marketplace. Everything will sequentially follow as a cause and effect chain. So that is the primary point they're talking about here. That the law of attraction will attract towards you all that you desire.
Okay, I got the gist of it. Yes, yes.
Fine. So what are we doing here? The basic intention of running this program is to help business persons, business owners to power their dreams. Once they realize that it is the thought in the mind which will become the result outside, the physical thing outside, they will learn the science of thoughts. They will learn how to engineer their thoughts so that they can create the future they desire. So if a business person wants to go up in business, say from 1 crore to 10 crores a year, then he has to create the causes which can give him that result of 10 crores. So any result is possible, any outcome is possible if you understand the science of how it actually works. How do thoughts turn into reality? And what is this law of attraction? Okay.
Fine.
Okay. So we are on this mission and we are helping business owners in manifestation through the teachings of Master Key System, through the teachings of Sankhya and the teachings of Yoga. By yoga, I mean the Yoga Sutras here, because Sankhya is totally on the mind construct of the creation. Yoga Sutras are complete mind sciences, which were quite advanced in our country about 2,000, 2,400 years back. Now, again, we will just touch upon law of attraction. You will find a very important statement here. Okay. Our mind is actually operated and controlled by two parallel modes. Both of them are running simultaneously inside us, parallelly. One is the conscious mind and other is the subconscious mind. So now when you start understanding these two minds, you start understanding how your mind operates and is creating reality. So we will go into detail in this. What are the activities controlled by the conscious mind? Anything where will is required. Say, if I want to walk, that is my will, my choice. So my conscious mind is used. If I want to raise my arm, so I don't have to ask anybody. I simply raise my arm. So there also my conscious mind is used. If I have to listen to somebody or look at something, I decide on my own. So there, that mind which is doing that work is the conscious mind. So activities where we have a choice, whether if I want to do or not to do, is conscious. And activities where I have no choice, it is happening automatically inside me, that is subconscious. So we look at that also. Now the subconscious mind controls involuntary activities. Involuntary activities like our heartbeats. I cannot decide that I will stop my heartbeat now. I cannot decide or choose when to circulate my blood. It is happening automatically without my interference. My growth of stature, my height, I have had no role in that. I have not made a choice that I will have a height of 5 feet 6 inches. No, the body has grown based on commands from the subconscious mind. So the entire nerves, the tissues, the building of bones, all these vital processes, we cannot control by our will. There is a higher power which controls. So that higher power which controls through the subconscious mind, where it is not totally conscious, where I cannot say yes or no, but it is happening. And another beautiful thing is, regarding the subconscious logical processes, I cannot say anything about it, that is there. And second, without my interference, without my decision, it takes place with a certainty. There is a regularity about it. It is just not that it is happening at random. There is some law which is working there. So, and there is no possibility of error. Usually, our heart does not miss a beat. It keeps on beating day in, day out, year after year, morning time, afternoon time, night time, sleep time. It is happily beating. So there is no error happening there. Even though I am not interfering in that activity, I am not controlling that activity, but it is working on its own like a friend, like a benevolent stranger. And it keeps on working for my benefit. The subconscious mind does not work for my neighbor's benefit, my wife's benefit, my children's benefit. It is constantly working for my benefit. And all the fruits of its working, it keeps on pouring in my lap. So if I understand this, how to make my subconscious mind create fruits which keep on falling in my lap, then I can be the master of my creation. So we will look into that possibility also. This ease and perfection with which the subconscious mind works will increase when you are giving up the use of the conscious mind. Say, for example, there's an expert who is playing a brilliant piece of piano. He's happily playing and playing well. But at the same time, he might be doing a conversation with the person standing next to him. Now, this conversation which he's doing is happening consciously, but the playing of the piano is happening subconsciously. And the playing of the piano is happening at a brilliant way, even though the person is not giving full attention to it. His conscious mind is focused on the conversation. But even then, the playing of the piano is happening beautifully at the peak performance level, automatically by the expert. So this also we need to understand. As the conscious mind's role drops, you will find ease and perfection coming more and more in your work. Very, very important point. Yeah. Now, this value of the subconscious is very enormous, because if my inspiration comes, it comes from the subconscious mind. If I get a warning, then this warning also comes from my subconscious mind. It is the storehouse of my memory. It reminds me of people's names, people's certain facts, certain scenes from the past, all from the storehouse of memory. And it can direct our thoughts, tastes, and make ourselves accomplish tasks which might be so intricate that a conscious mind can never ever do, but the subconscious mind can do. You see, there are a lot of activities in our daily life which I consciously cannot do. You see, when I open my eyes, I see the world outside. Now, how is that world from outside brought inside and stored is the activity of the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is only controlling the eyelid, opening the eye and closing the eye. But once that subconscious mind, the process which is automatic, the process which is happening on its own, the process which I cannot control, after opening my eye, I cannot say, I just want to see 1/4 of the picture. I will not see the total picture. So we need to really, at a very finer level, at a very deeper level, understand these two minds and then see how to synchronize them, how to make them dance together so that your life becomes a life of extraordinary performance. Okay. The power in us to change the world outside comes from the conscious mind. It is also called the objective mind. Why objective mind? Because it deals with the outer world objects. Say for me, even if my brother is standing in front of me, he's like an object. He's a chunk of matter, which my sense organs are picking up. So the conscious mind essentially is a mind which can see objects. It is connected through the 5 senses. That is where the conscious mind primarily operates from, on the outer side with the 5 senses. On the interior side, inside us, it is the subconscious mind which works, or the subjective mind. I have a subject in me. That subject and around it, all that activity which takes place is what the subconscious mind does. All the important regular functions which makes human life possible are happening inside us by the subconscious mind. Conscious mind has the power of discrimination. It can make choice, as I told you earlier. It has the power of reasoning. It can choose based on reasoning. It can use various types of reasoning, inductive, deductive, analytical, or syllogistic, and it can develop its power to a high degree. So this conscious mind is the seat of the willpower, and all my controlling energies flow from there. So there are some things on which I have control. There are some things on which I have no control. So some things on which I have control, all those things are controlled by the conscious mind. And how much energy to put in there is controlled by the conscious mind. It is your conscious mind which decides how many calories of food to eat, whether to have 2 chapatis or 4 chapatis or 6 chapatis or 10 chapatis or 100 chapatis is a matter of will, matter of choice, which your conscious mind decides. Your subconscious mind has no role to play in it. So decision making, the will part and the power of that will, they all belong to the conscious mind. If you don't have the power of the will, then you will find your life going wasted away. So we have to control that point of the will, and from it all the energies flow which control the outer world. So we must learn to use the conscious mind also very well. Another primary function of the conscious mind is it directs the subconscious mind. So conscious mind is working with the objects outside. But this conscious mind, which is working with the objects outside, is also controlling the inner mind, is also controlling the subjective mind, is also controlling the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is actually the ruler and guardian of the subconscious mind. And it is this function. The subconscious mind has tremendous power. It is running all the vital organs of your body. But the subconscious mind gets programmed by the conscious mind. And when I understand how to apply the conscious mind on the subconscious mind, I will find I'm able to reverse a lot of conditions in my life. So I have to learn how to apply the conscious mind over the subconscious mind processes to bring about change, transformation, and complete transformation in our life. So this is very important. We must know the play between the conscious and the subconscious. The subconscious mind does not have the power to prove anything. It is only an execution machine. It cannot choose what is right, what is wrong. So it expects the conscious mind, which has the power of logic, which has the power of will, which has the power of analysis, to become the watchman at the gate, to guard the subconscious mind from wrong impressions. If my subconscious mind is not working, if my conscious mind is not working, it might take in some inputs which will go directly into the subconscious mind. And then the subconscious mind, because it does not have a method of proving right or wrong, it might start working wrongly on that. So we must understand that the conscious mind is the gatekeeper to the subconscious mind. The conscious mind controls what goes inside and becomes subconscious for us. So if you are able to do this well, then you can control what all information, what all data, what all senses, what all knowledge from the world outside should enter your inner mind. Most of the people do not keep the inner mind, the inner mind well protected from the outside. So wrong information from outside, fear, and a lot of negative emotions, they enter inside the subconscious mind, the inner mind. Doubts, confusion, a wrong knowledge. You might pick up wrong knowledge.
Possible,
And that wrong knowledge, the inner mind will assume as right because it is not using analysis. It has left that function of analysis to the outer mind, to the conscious mind. So we have to ensure 24/7, whenever we are working, whenever we are in our senses, whenever we are in our waking state, there must be a guard out there. There must be a chowkidar out there doing duty and not allowing unwanted knowledge, wrong emotions to enter the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind has a very high processing power. It is connected to the infinite mind, but it cannot apply logic. It cannot find out what is right and what is wrong. Whatever you give it to it, it will assume it is right and start processing accordingly. So we have to be very, very careful about this. It is possible that conditions of fear, worry, poverty, disease, inharmony, evils might go in as false suggestions. And the unguarded subconscious mind might accept it. And then you will find you suddenly have a fear of something. After 10 years, you will not be able to remove that fear from inside you. Because somewhere in the past, your conscious mind was not active and the fear element went inside. And that fear has grown inside. So it is occupying ample space in the subconscious mind now and affecting your normal functioning, affecting your efficiency, affecting your effectiveness in the world outside. So we need to have a trained conscious mind so that it can give complete, vigilant, protective action. Very, very important. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Now our subconscious mind will always draw inferences from whatever the conscious mind furnishes. And if what the conscious mind has given it is correct, is true, then the subconscious mind can create a very faultless conclusion, can give you astronomical results. But whenever the premise or suggestion is wrong, is errorful, you will find your whole structure will fall one day. Your entire thought structure will fail, will collapse one day. So there is no scope of error of what you are feeding into your subconscious mind. Whenever you are assuming any subject as true, that means the subconscious mind is assuming something to be true, then its impact is felt on the whole domain of its work. That fact is taken as fact for all other data also inside it. So the whole information which you have inside you might get corrupted because of some wrong suggestion, wrong notion being picked as correct and brought in. It might distort your life completely. It might distort your belief systems completely. It might destroy your faith completely. So very, very important. He says, whenever you are awake, the conscious mind should work like a watchman, and it must use its calm judgment. It must remember that the subconscious mind is totally dependent on it. And if any wrong suggestion comes, then the entire subconscious mind, its memories might get wrongly aligned. You might suffer a huge loss in business. You might suffer a huge loss in your value system. You might have certain unwanted dark emotions. You might get affected by fear. You might suddenly develop a kind of inferiority complex. You might even land up with psychiatric problems. So the cause of all psychiatric problems does not originate inside you. It originates from outside. Whatever is coming in has not been labeled correctly as good or bad. And the subconscious mind is taking it in. And after some time, the mind becomes diseased. So psychiatric problems start happening. So we have to be very, very careful with the conscious mind.
I have a small question on this point 13.
Yeah.
You said the waking hours. Suppose in sleep, if a person is seeing a dream, which is sort of scary or frightful, could that have an effect on the subconscious mind?
Okay, it's a good question. Number one, the dreams are seen in the subconscious mind. They are seen when the conscious mind is not there, when the wakeful mind is not there.
Yes.
When the outer world has been switched off.
Correct.
Now, where does subconscious mind get its information from? Subconscious mind is getting its information from the conscious mind. When the conscious mind is awake, depending on what it has seen, what it has stored, what meaning it has made, that shows up in the dream. So if you are very careful about whatever you are seeing in the daytime, if you are very, very careful, if you only see the good things, then you will have a good dream at night. If you see the bad things and those things emotionally disturb you, they bring in some negative emotions of a higher order, then it will show up in your sleep as a nightmare. It will come. So the sleep at the dream stage also is getting affected by the conscious mind. So we have to be, that is why I'm more careful with the conscious mind. Now, what happens is here, when you are seeing a dream and you know that this is what my subconscious mind has stored. So that gives you a chance for corrective action, because otherwise the subconscious mind does not give you a direct indication of what it is storing and what it is inferring.
Yes.
But in a dream, the dreams can be interpreted. Okay, if this is what my inner mind is holding, if this is what my inner mind is considering as correct, then let me again put my conscious mind to work. Let me again weigh and let me again change the information which the subconscious mind has stored by logic, by discussion, by contemplation, by meditation. There are various techniques by which the earlier information can be changed, can be modified. So then once you do that, then you will find, number one, the dreams will stop. Number two, you got an inner look at what the subconscious mind was holding, and you could take corrective action by employing your conscious mind at a very specific point of the dream and getting it reversed.
Got it. Yeah. True. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so let's go further ahead.
Yeah. Let's go to point 14.
Yeah. Okay, when we have say a wild excitement, or when there is some panic, or there is some anger which has reached a very higher level, or you say you're facing a mob which is behaving irresponsibly, or there is some passionate moment which is unrestrained. So all these conditions are actually impacting the conscious mind first. They're sending in dangerous signals, dangerous data, dangerous knowledge to the conscious mind. And if the conscious mind is not cutting it off there itself, then it goes into the subconscious mind. Now the subconscious mind gets permanently distorted, because whatever comes into the subconscious mind is always stored. So you have sent in wrong information, unwanted information, dangerous information, unrestrained impulses have gone inside, have passed through the conscious mind, and now the subconscious mind has given it a home, and it might have an impact on you sometime later in life. Could be after 10 years also. That impact might create some major disturbance in your life. So whenever there is some extreme thing happening, number one is move away from there. Don't allow that information, that emotion to come inside you and make a place of residence, because it is an evil thought. It is an evil intention. It is not properly regulated. It is not meant to do good. It will destroy your mind structure. It will cause some disease to come about, and it will create reactions within your mind. So very, very important that whenever there is some disturbance, whenever there's a huge bout of anger, whenever there is some panic situation, whenever there is some huge passionate incident, the best thing to do is move away from that condition. Do not allow that to affect your subconscious mind. And if you cannot move away from there, if you are there, then use your conscious mind to filter it off. Don't allow it to enter.
Wouldn't that be a better step than moving away from situation?
It actually depends what the situation is. I'll answer your question.
That could be. If it's too big for me, then I can just tolerate it. Yeah, true. I understand. Sure.
No, you say
we can tolerate only to
I will
limit.
give you a hypothetical case.
Yes.
I'll give you a hypothetical case.
Yes.
Say for instance, you are in your office building. You are doing your work. There is some halla gulla outside. People are shouting their loud voices. So you are just coming out to find out what has happened. And then you find there is a massive fire in the building, and people are running helter-skelter, and there's chaos. Now, if you stay in that chaos, it will cause you a mental agony because it will get recorded. And firefighting anyway is not your profession. Firefighting should better be left to the firefighters.
Yeah, I can't do anything about it. Yeah, true.
Yeah, so from there you move away. Don't stand there and move away. Now, while you are moving away, if some person needs a help, say somebody is pulling out some material from his shop, some valuable material from his shop, and wants to take it outside, and there is no scope for danger there now. So there you become a good human being, help him take it out and save that sort of property for him, So it has to be case to case, but just not this. Let me tell you, the Yoga Sutra says, it says something very interesting. I'll connect to this. It says, if you want a mind which is lucid means which is sort of happy, smooth, easy. If you want a mind which is happy, smooth, easy, then the first thing he suggests is make friends with people who are happy. So when you feel their happiness around you, through your conscious mind, through your senses, that sense of happiness, that joy, that camaraderie will enter inside your subconscious mind and will make your mind lucid, happy, easy, comfortable, all that thing. Second, he says is, if you are serving some people who are facing a difficulty, who are facing some sorrow, if you're helping them, if you're compassionate towards them, even then
you will find your inner mind becoming calm, becoming controlled, feeling happy. Third, he says is that if you are friendly with people who are not so good, it will hamper your life. So you maintain a safe distance from people who are not so good in your life, because those kind of people will also come. So you don't run away from them. You don't tell them complete no, but you maintain a safe distance. That's all. In your dialogues with them, in your engagements with them, in physical space with them, maintain a distance, so that the subconscious mind internally does not get impacted by their evil thoughts, evil deeds, and those kind of thought processes.
Okay? Understand. Yeah, good.
Okay. This subconscious mind is the seat of habit. That means all habits get formed here. So if you can create some good habits, then that habit creation mechanism is the subconscious mind. And through it, it can become a deep memory. And once it becomes a habit, it will come in automatic mode. In automatic mode, it will keep on happening in your life. Okay. So supposing you know certain activities of thought, which gives you power, which gives you happiness, which gives you joy, try to make them automatic in you by developing a habit about it. Okay, now the normal functions of the subconscious mind on the physical side. We discussed this. It makes the body work regular. It runs the vital processes. It helps preserve life. That is our instinctual desire to live. It restores health. That is where our immune systems also work. And that is where, if there has been some damage to the body is able to recuperate and heal itself. You also start caring for your offspring, for your children, and you have an instinctive desire to preserve all life and improve conditions generally. We all want to have a better life. We all want to improve the conditions of our life. So these automatic things which are happening from the subconscious mind. So you must give importance to the subconscious mind, feed it the right information, the right feelings, the right thoughts, and then it will do magic for you. On the mental side, this subconscious mind is the storehouse of memory. And it contains a lot of neurons, a lot of nerves, which are wonderful thought messengers. And they work for you. They're not affected by time. They're not affected by space. And it is here where the practical initiative and the constructive forces of life come together. This is the seat of habit. So our minds hold our habits. And whatever we predominantly think, we become that. So predominantly think means whatever we habitually think. That is what our life becomes like. So if I want to go to a higher level of life, higher quality of life, I need to change my mental programming. On the mental side, I need to make it of a much higher value and make a habit of it.
then I will find the outer world also will go through a shift, an upper shift, and I will be having people in my life at that higher level, money in my life at that higher level, health at that higher level, happiness at that higher level. So the escalator of life is the subconscious mind and what you are programming it with. It can take you up 100 floors, it can bring you down 1,000 floors also. So that is why it is very important to understand these concepts and be very, very careful of putting them to use. Now this same, you see, it is the same subconscious mind. At one end, we saw the physical aspect. At the second end, we saw the mental aspect. And here we are looking at the spiritual aspect. Who connects you to your divinity? It is the subconscious mind which connects. It is the source of all ideals. It always thinks of the highest of the highest. It is the place where your aspirations and ambitions lie. It is the place where your imagination comes in. And it is the channel through which we recognize our divine source. So if you start thinking what is behind my subconscious mind, then you will start getting the connection with the divine. So the conscious mind is connected to the world. And at the back end of the conscious mind is the subconscious mind, which is taking care of the vital processes of the body, which is taking care of the mental processes of the body, and which is connecting you to your spiritual side, to your divinity. And the degree to which you have access to this divinity is the degree to which you will understand the source of power. So the source of power at your back end, behind the subconscious mind, is unlimited. And you can have access to it when you are applying your thought in that direction. Because as I told you, thought is the seed. So if you're putting in a thought, I want to be connected with divinity, I want to see my divine source, I want to see the extent of my divine power, then all those things will happen for you. Your subconscious mind will show you all of it. Now, this subconscious mind can change your life conditions. Why? Because it is connected to the universal mind. And this universal mind is the infinite mind of the creation. And because the subconscious is a part of the universal, it is similar in nature and quality as the universal. But it is only different in terms of degree. And since we know that the universal mind, the totality of this creation is creative, this creation is constantly undergoing creation. It is not stationary. It is not stopped. It is all over the skies. You have stars, galaxies, and whatnot. And there are galaxies in uncountable number. And there is all action going on at all the levels, at the level of the star, at the level of the atom, at the level of the subatomic particles. Everything is constantly being recreated, created, recreated. That process is on. So that is being done by the universal mind. And your subconscious mind is a part of that universal mind. So you also have that creativity. You also have that thought, which can give you power, which can give you knowledge. So all this starts flowing in. So if something inside you has to change your conditions outside, it is the subconscious mind which has to be reprogrammed. And it has to be reprogrammed with a higher version. Say, for instance, we have Windows versions 1 to 10. So if you're operating on Windows 1, your efficiency will be low, your output will be low, your effectiveness will be low. If you upgrade your hardware and software to Windows 10, Windows 11, you will find the degree of work which you are able to derive in the same creation, in the same world, in the same universe, in your same neighborhood, in your same state, in your same country. You will find your level of engagement with the world has increased. Your level of effectiveness in this world has increased. So subconscious mind is a smaller universal mind. And once you start thinking about the universal, the subconscious will connect you to the universal. And then that universal mind will flow in all power to the subconscious mind. Because both of them are same in quality, same in content. Only the scale is different. The universal mind is operating at the universal level, at the cosmic level, and your mind is working at the individual level. So the individual mind is same as the universal mind, same as the cosmic mind. But all the power, all the knowledge is with the universal mind, cosmic mind. But when you connect through your subconscious mind, you're able to pull down those universal powers, universal knowledge into your individual mind. And then you will find your performance, your effectiveness, your efficiency, your knowledge, your power, all will shoot up. You will find that your health has become better. You will find that your control over time has increased dramatically. You will find you are a highly positive, optimistic person. Things happen easily for you. The quality of life has become so good for you, your wife, your children. Everybody around you will start getting affected by that aura, by that power, which is that consciousness which is flowing in from the universal mind to the subconscious mind. This is a very critical point which should be taken care of in everybody's life. And then you will find no limitations. All limitations are of the individual mind, which is not connected to the universal mind. But the moment you get that connection and you're able to realize it, bring it down into your individual world, you will find you are living in a different world altogether now. Your effectiveness will be sky high. Here he says something very interesting. He says there's a difference between simply thinking and directing our thought consciously, systematically, and constructively. So we have seen thoughts are seed. So when we are thinking of applying my thought in a conscious manner, that itself is a thought, and that will bring about that effectiveness. If I am concentrating on putting my thought in a systematic way on any problem, it will start happening that way, because thought itself is the seed of the outer reality. And if I tell myself that my mind will only generate constructive thoughts, and I make a habit of it, of thinking that way, then I will find 24/7 I will be creating constructive thoughts where I will be applying my thought consciously and systematically. And then I will find very astronomical results happening outside, because thought is constructive. I'm applying my thought systematically. I'm conscious about it. So my subconscious mind is connected to the universal mind. I'm in harmony with the universal mind. I'm in tune with the infinite. So now I can bring into me the mightiest force in existence. And that is the creative power of the universal mind. Certain individuals who are able to do this are able to bring about a dramatic transformation in their life. So all the big business people, leaders, saints, prophets, all of them were able to connect their individual mind with the universal mind. For some of them, it happened naturally from birth. Others had to cultivate and nurture this kind of a connection between the subconscious and the universal. So when the individual comes in harmony with the universal mind, then both of them get into sync. Both of them get into tune. Both of them get into resonance. And then absolute magic starts happening. Now, this is law of attraction, where the mind is creative, and this will automatically correlate with its object and bring it into manifestation. So what it says is, your mind here means the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is inside, internal. So whatever your subconscious mind is thinking, it will think creatively. And whatever it is thinking, it will automatically convert into an object outside. So that object will get manifested. So if you're thinking of buying a Mercedes car and you are correlating it very well with the object, and you're holding it with willpower in your mind, and you are connecting your individual subconscious mind to the universal mind, you will find you'll have a Mercedes parked outside your place within a few years of some time, because it is only the thoughts which get energized into objects. And that energization process happens when you are able to tap into the higher powers of this creation, into the universal mind. So the energies of the universal mind enter your individual mind, do the energization of those thoughts, and they give you the physical object outside. Yeah, so I would like you to do a mental exercise after this talk is over. You imagine that you are sitting in a comfortable position and mind is fully relaxed, body is fully relaxed, and you are having a security guard outside your mind. And it is checking each and every thought which is coming from outside towards you. And only those thoughts which it finds good, which it finds beneficial, which it finds rewarding, it is allowing only those thoughts to enter your subconscious mind. And the other thoughts, which are not conducive to your subconscious mind, which cannot take you closer to your purpose of life or to your immediate goal, then the guard there outside, the conscious mind, will not allow that thought to enter inside. Will send that thought away from outside itself. And when the right thoughts come inside and the subconscious mind starts working on them, then it will start creating magic. And when that subconscious mind also has been tuned with the universal mind, and both of them are in resonance, both of them are in the same flow, then you will find an infinite fountain of supply opening up inside you. It will come out and give tremendous results. So the first thing which you need to do is do not allow unwanted thoughts from outside to enter your mind. Make your conscious mind a security guard, a darban, a gatekeeper who is manning the gate and only allowing good thoughts, positive thoughts, constructive thoughts to enter inside. This has to be developed as a habit. And once when you do this, you will find your life has changed phenomenally. Okay. So we do these courses also for people who want to achieve their business goals. And through one-to-one coaching, we can help somebody to identify what all he is wanting to create, number one. Number two, to identify a spiritual connect for him, a spiritual source for him. A spiritual source need not be a religious source. Okay, it can be any concept also. So with that conceptual source, one gets attached. Then we make a plan of action by which one can create the desired results. And then that plan of action is put into execution. And we only work as mind manifestation coaches. We are not your business experts. For that, you need to get your business consultant or get a business coach or get some mentor based on his plan. We will just keep a watch, a tab on your mind, because that is the domain we understand. And we will tell you where your mind is making a mistake or is committing an error and how to rectify that. So then you will find results coming in magical ways. If you have any questions on the topic covered, then you may please ask.
Can I ask questions, Sanjay?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. In your own personal business, have you tried this follow-up of this pattern and found any benefits?
Okay. When I say my personal business, I mean my business
your business, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm clarifying that because we are into number of businesses. I'm talking about my business of teaching yoga, my business of offering solutions against payment for manifestation. Now, in both these scenarios, the results have been extraordinary. And what I would suggest to anybody is try it out. And we offer 1 or 2 free sessions also if somebody is interested in understanding what exactly is done, how is it done. So there can be 2 sessions of at least 1 hour each on 2 different dates. Probably with keeping 7 days in between so that you can evaluate what has been discussed and give some time for the thought to be processed in your mind, weigh it down, talk to other people. And next Sunday or next day after a week, again, we sit down and we take you further, because unless these 4 things are properly aligned, the spiritual world, the mental world, the physical world, and your full team, then it becomes difficult. So this alignment is must. Because we must remember it is the spiritual power which becomes the mental power. And that mental power becomes the physical power in the world outside. So those three have to be connected in sequence, in a pipe, and the flow has to start. It might take some time for the spiritual flow to start. Could take 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. But
yeah,
then
of course, that depends. Yeah, digestibility. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and then you will feel it. You will see your surroundings changing. You will feel circumstances changing. You will feel people changing. So once you start getting that feeling, then we know now is the time to accelerate, and we then take you faster into the process.
Okay. And about the portion which we covered before in last 1 hour.
Yeah.
How could you definitely say that my subconscious mind is part of the universal mind?
It's a good question. You see, the mind flows in sequence. Out of the infinite mind, comes the universal mind. Out of the universal mind comes the subconscious mind. Out of the subconscious mind comes the conscious mind. Now, both the subconscious mind and the conscious mind are of an individual. So my conscious mind will be different from yours. And
That's
my
correct.
subconscious mind will be different from yours.
Correct.
But both of us will have the same universal mind. So, I mean, if you are in a session or if you are even talking to me separately, I can tell you why the universal mind level, it is actually same for all of us. On what basis does that conclusion come about? So all of us are actually dangling from the one universal mind. And I am caught in my individual mind. Now, this individual mind, both conscious and subconscious, are actually selfish minds. They only work for themselves. They have an individualistic approach. So they are concerned about themselves, their family, main or mera concept,
Yes, correct.
But the moment if you are able to broaden your thinking, broaden your consciousness to a universal consciousness level where you see everybody as one, where you see oneness, where you are talking of universal brotherhood, universal love, then you have graduated out of the individual mind and you have moved to the universal mind. So that universal mind, how do you know you have reached there? Number one, in the universal mind, there is ananda, there is tremendous happiness. Whatever be the situation outside, whatever be the trigger, whatever be the stimulus, the response will be one of ananda, one of joy, one of peace. And that is the indication that mental work is complete. Now you can take on a bigger project and execute, outside.
Okay, I got it.
Any other question you have?
One more thing was, is our conscious mind the only gate to our subconscious mind?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine then. No doubt at all. Yeah, it was a good session. Yes.
Okay, let me tell you that the five senses of perception, they are connected to the conscious mind. Yes. And that data is fed to the subconscious mind. This is what the senses have seen. Yes, and if the subconscious mind is not happy with it, it gives instructions to the conscious mind. The conscious mind then will instruct the five senses of action, 5 karmendriyas. We have 5 action points also in our body, 2 hands, 2 legs and all that. Correct. So then it will give instruction to modify the creation. So the 5 senses of action will modify the outside, whatever was not liked by the subconscious mind. And then the senses will again give a feedback to the subconscious mind. Oh, this has changed. Now it is like this. And when the subconscious mind agrees to it, yes, it has changed and this is what I wanted, then there is a feeling of ananda, there is a feeling of bliss, there is a feeling of happiness, because the subconscious mind now goes up. It performed, it is happy with what it has performed, so it is elated. So there is joy, there is happiness, there is bliss, with the feeling which comes. So this is one fine way of finding out whether am I aligned well with my conscious mind, with my senses of both perception and action. And if you are able to develop that habit regularly, then you will find most of the time you will be in ananda, you will be in bliss, because all that you desire is automatically happening for you. The first time right, it is happening for you. So this is a very elated feeling, a very blissful feeling, a very pleasant feeling. Yeah. So that's it. The body will talk to you, but you must know what to look for in the body. You must know what to accept and how to process that, whatever the body is talking to you, whatever the mind is talking to you. We are not taught that.
How to feel our own body and its actions.
Yeah, because you have 5 senses of perception. So they are perceiving the world for you. And you have 5 senses of action, which are modifying the world outside for you. So the end result must be ananda. End result must create happiness for us. So with some practice, with some, I would say more practice, you will reach a state of mind where whatever it will do, it will create happiness. So it is like teaching a dog a trick or two. You have to consider your mind is like a dog which has to be trained for ananda, and then it will start happening. So this is where we come in as mind manifestation experts. Based on our questions and your answers, we will tell you what to do, how to walk this path. And then when you start walking, there will come a time when you will become an expert yourself. Then you can start training others in the family, others in the organization, so that this word spreads. It is not at the mercy of something outside. It is everything designed in such a way that each one of us can control and bring about that fantastic, I should say, outcome in our life.
Good to learn. Yeah, good to know that. Yes.
Okay.
True. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. So, Sangeeta ji, any question from your side?
No, sir.
Okay. So with this, we come to the end of
today's session. Yeah, that's I understand.
And I suddenly remembered, you had asked me a question at the beginning about confused minds.
Yes.
Right? How to remove confused ideas. Now you see, when you learn what is the conscious mind, what is the subconscious mind, where are they connected, how are they connected, what all potential you can realize, and what is the right methodology, then there is no question of a confused idea. There's no question of confusion in the head. You can easily figure out why is it happening, how is it happening, and how to correct it.
True. The confusion happens in a person's mind itself. We have to go deeper and sort it out. And it's not difficult to sort it out. One has to know what one wants.
Yeah, so this knowledge helps you navigate the minds well and bring them into sync well,
Yeah. True.
Fine. So I thank both of you for being here, and we will again meet you next week. These are important talks, and if you wish to see them again and again, it's good. We are putting them up on YouTube. So if you want to see them again, because I think it is not easily possible to remember everything in one session, you might have to contemplate over some points, meditate over some other points, discuss with others also some points.
Definitely. Yes.
Yeah, so it will be there for you, and all of you are welcome to use it. Right?
Wonderful.
Right,
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
so,
thank you so much.
Our next Sunday's session, is it going to be on the same subject, or will be one step further?
We will be going deeper into the subject.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will be taking 24 such sessions. Okay. So today is the second one.
Yeah.
So 22 more are to come. And by the time you're through with those 22, your mind would have evolved to the next higher level automatically. By listening, by asking questions, by
involving,
revising, by the involvement you show, you will find a dramatic change.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Right, so,
thank you very much,
again.
Sanjay. I enjoyed the presence with you today once again.
You're welcome.
So, thanks a lot. Have a good day.
Yeah, same
and
to
a
you.
good week ahead.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Bye.
आप सबको नमस्कार. Bye. Yeah.